end of Ice Spice. Ice Spice used to be one of the baddest rappers known to date currently, and now she's taking a downfall. So I want to see what this man's talking about.
So it's no secret that rappers come and go every single year. One moment an artist can be on top of the game, with everyone wanting a feature, and the next they can be completely fallen off.
What technically was falling off?
Why y'all not here, man? Slide to the Twitch. Slide to the Twitch, man. This is where all the magic happens.
You know what I'm saying? I done made 30 million. I don't gotta do. Yo, do I gotta keep making music, bro? I don't need to, bro. I'm rich as shit. I don't need to make music. I do it because I know I still have fans.
Yeah. And with that fall off, obviously.
Yeah. Moonlight, spotlight. I don't even really want a spotlight, but they really put me in the limelight. Not around them, they don't want a spotlight, and I got that new pipe. What I wanna do with this new pipe? Got a Desert Eagle and it's Fortnite. Play it like it's Fortnite. Yeah. Yeah. In the moonlight, in the spotlight, I don't really want the limelight. Niggas put me in the motherfucking limelight. Niggas put me in the motherfucking limelight. You can move me out the motherfucking limelight, cause I really wanna blow pipes. Like yeah, like yeah. Lil' Bird really go, yeah. Like yeah, like yeah. Lil' Bird really go, yeah.
Bro said J. Cole. Man.
Comes a lot of scrutiny.
Man, Ugly God, bro. Ugly God got the worst deal out them all.
And public embarrassment. And the saying really is true that the quicker someone rises up, the faster they will likely fall back down to the bottom. There is a myriad of reasons for this phenomenon. For one, we obviously live in the fast food era of media, from movies to music, and even videos and online content we digest on a daily basis.
Facts.
Most pieces of major media now see—
I'm telling you, TikTok is a microwave YouTube. TikTok is a microwave YouTube. Had to drop this one too.
My ice water is Atlantic, shout out Travis. It's Cactus Jack in the building, what's handing? My ice jack, it came from Atlantic. It's Cactus Jack in the building, what's handing? All my ice on got me feeling like a fucking freezer, teaser. I'ma put my dick in her teaser, easer. I'ma ease her, cause my dick too big, but I don't eat her. Damn, I don't eat the pussy, baby eat the dick. I don't eat the cookie, I'ma send you home, and then get an Uber. And if it's an Uber, it's an Uber pool. I dive in the pool, whoa, swimming, with the motherfucking sharks, and I ain't no fucking fish, bitch, you smell like fish sticks, bitch, go take a shower, then not after we might fuck after watching Power, shout out 50 Cent. But
we might fuck after watching Power. What type of... I'm done, bro. Nah. That one got me. Don't send me no more. Shout out 50. Don't send me no more, bro. No more.
To lack a certain quality they possessed in the past. And I'm not necessarily just talking about from a budget standpoint. Today things seem more rushed, more formulaic, less thought out, and moments tend to come and go faster than ever before.
Facts.
We live in an age of information and content overdrive, and with social media, anyone and everyone can now go viral. And every day there are millions of people desperately yearning and grinding away to try and get themselves out there. Meaning,
facts.
When someone does make it, there is a good chance that hundreds, if not thousands of people will try and replicate their success in some shape or form. And since most of the artists who blow up really fast do not have the fan base in place to carry them through the tough times, it's easy for these fickle fans to turn their backs on or simply stop caring about a rapper's music.
That's why I said, if you blow up too fast, man, they only gonna fuck with you for that moment, bro. Slow and steady always wins the race. I'm telling you right now, if you blow up too fast, they only gonna mess with you for that moment. And then as soon as they don't like something that you did, you're cooked. Slow and steady always win the race. That goes for making content too. You know Lil Pump, a political TikToker now?
If Kamala Harris was here right now, what would you tell her?
First off, Kamala Harris is not black. She's Indian. She's locked up over 1,500 people for weed-related bullshit. And then she...
Yep, I'm done.
There's so many parts of...
I don't know nothing about that, so I ain't gonna give my input.
that era of rap where like people got fame so fast. They were so young. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like that was some of the foresight that he was saying. Not even necessarily about quote unquote falling off. You know what I mean?
Crazy fall off.
You don't think he predicted anything?
I don't think he predicted shit.
No.
It's like trying to build a house with no foundation. Like if one strong gust of wind comes through, or adversity in this case, well, suddenly no one is playing the music, no one is going to the shows, other artists stop hitting you up, and the industry decides they no longer want to play with you.
In terms of like not picking up phone calls, I ain't no friendly anyway though. You know what I'm saying? So that ain't had no type of effect on me. Like I barely called. I ain't called. When I was on top.
Oh yeah. And
I feel like the baby could make a comeback. I know that sounds crazy, but truthfully speaking, I think he could do it. Now, it's gonna be hard. Like, there's people that's slowly starting to mess with him again, but low key, he can get back to where he was at. And they will actually mess with him for who he is this time. He low key is, I can tell. Put your cell phone light in the air if you don't suck your dick in the parking lot. Man.
And you still owe
I don't know what that just saying that ruined his whole career.
5 albums, you gotta pay back the advance they gave you, which is really just a high interest loan. They now own your masters.
Why did he say that? I couldn't pay me enough to ask me that question.
They own your likeness, and they're taking most of the money from your tour, if you can still do that, to try and recoup their investment on not only you, but 20 other failed artists before you. Not to even mention your new lifestyle and image you can no longer afford, eating away at your pockets. By the time many artists finally see this reality, it's far too late to turn back. Like even when you strike when the kettle is hot and the industry likes you, you still will likely be replaced at some point. This combined with an intense oversaturation of the music market has really affected an artist's
What the heck happened to Mario Judah? What the heck done happened to Mario Judah? He made one hit song and just faded, disappeared off of existence. Faked his girlfriend live and niggas cancel him. Also, people were tired of Cardi dick ride. Oh yeah, you can't mess with that goat Cardi. Not that goat Cardi.
Events for more than a couple of years.
All right, I've been like #1 song at or like, you know, album sells this, you know, and then I put out some shit that's like, I take a kind of a left turn and experiment with, you know, a different, and it doesn't hit, you know, and how fickle and how fast people can just be like, oh, he fell off, or he, you know, it's a game of, you know, you ride these waves and what altitude you're at, and the inertia required to stay.
That's why I say hate him if you love him. Drake really knew how to stay in tune and throughout this whole decade. Like right now, yeah, his music may be mid subpar right now, but he's still #1. His music been mid and subpar, but he's still #1. Can you believe something like that? After a whole decade, still the #1 artist, or not artist, the #1 rap artist.
Like altitude in pop culture and pop success and any of it, you know? I mean, how long of a run can you, because it's crazy.
Now with that being said, let's talk about Ice Spice, a female rapper who took the internet by storm over the last couple of years, but more recently has seen a serious downtrend in her career, and now tens of thousands of people are unfollowing her every single day. Ice Spice is a New York rapper from the Bronx who started making music back in 2021.
How was that growing up there? Like,
it was fun. It was real fun, like, you know, fighting off crackheads and shit like that.
And over a
What?
year later, she would find herself going viral with her music video for her song Munch. This was,
Man, that song really blew up out of nowhere. You thought, wait, how'd it go? The white devil snatched her soul.
back when TikTok was turning out #1 records on a daily basis. Ice Spice, that was really no different.
How much was there before Munch, and then how long did it take for things to go crazy?
So there was a couple songs before Munch. It was probably like 4 songs, I think.
From the start, she knew that her greatest asset
Yeah, we knew her greatest asset was. You thought I was feeling you? That nigga Munch.
It
Yeah.
was just that. Shaking
Okay,
her
I
rump,
remember.
rubbing her cooch, and rapping in that New York accent made her infamous right off the bat. When I say that, I mean some people were hating on her, a lot of people were loving her, but all that mattered was that she was finally popping off.
Facts.
Growing up, I always would just like write little raps. I never wrote like full songs.
Yo,
though.
man, nothing beats when Kai asked her to rap and she was just shaking ass. Nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. I'm telling you, I think it went downhill from there too. He asked her to rap and she just shook ass. That was it.
With like hooks and verses until
I want to know who her ghostwriters is. Y'all asking about Drake. Who's her ghostwriters?
a little older and I started to understand song structure more, but I always had like this like
even in promotional videos that she made before she went viral, it was beyond clear that she knew that her body was her ticket to fame. And at this point, she's one of those people who's known more for her likeness and her sex appeal than her actual music.
I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, I'm just like this like pretty girl that like posts on Instagram, but there's like millions of pretty girls that post on Instagram, and like, you know, you have to really contribute to the culture in order to like matter.
I would actually say that her existence online is more like a meme than a rapper. Now, to be clear, the two do go hand in hand in her success.
Facts.
And she could not have one without the other. I mean, recently she was on stream with Kai Cenat. He tells her to freestyle.
Man, this nothing beats this.
And guess what she does out of pure instinct?
Okay, let me hear you freestyle. Come up.
Like, bro, he asked for a freestyle and this the first thing you did.
So much comes out, it goes viral, she signs a record deal and starts showing up doing live performances where
Look at her eyes, no soul.
her job is strictly to get up there and shake that ass. It was at that time that she would be seen frequently with Drake, and rumors of the two dating of course surfaced from there. Under the label, she would
We don't know that.
release her first EP, which featured more viral songs like Bikini Bottom, In
Just whack music got the whack music, bro. I don't know how she survived this long, but she did it.
Hamoud, Delhi, and Princess Diana with her longtime idol.
Only good song that was made was this.
Take a look inside your
Only
heart,
good
and
song.
room for me.
And this ain't even her song. She a feature. That song really had niggas in a chokehold.
Nicki Minaj.
When I met Nicki, right, for the first time in person, I was like at her studio and she was like doing her glam and stuff. And
Were you
then
nervous?
I was nervous.
Yep.
She came out, right?
Yeah.
And I was fine. But she came out and she looked at like my manager, James, and like Riot and stuff, and my photographer and everything. And then she came at me. And when she came to me and she hugged me, I started crying because it just felt like I cried, but I walked away. Like, I didn't say anything to her. I was just like...
This EP was a pretty massive success for her. I mean, to me, it all sounds like one long song, but the target audience definitely ate this up. It was like the perfect music for women, and I would think gay men, to get ratchet to. Songs about being a baddie,
What did he just say? This is a white man. This have we seen him? I think we've seen this man before. This is a pure white man. He said for them to get ratchet to, the way he said it.
for women, and I would think gay men, to get ratchet to. Songs
To get ratchet to, man. Nah, that was funny.
about being a baddie, twerking that ass, getting
He's
money.
Spanish, I think I've seen him before. It's just the way he said it, bro. If I ain't never seen him, I would have thought he was white.
Things like that. Don't get me wrong, with this newfound fame also came a lot of new people who absolutely despised her.
I feel like when you're like huge, and people just gonna want you to fall, you know what I'm saying?
But either way, as long as people were talking about her and
I feel like people wanted you to fall because you didn't put a lot of effort into your music rather than your body. You use your body to get to the clout and fame that you at now. You use meme rapping. If you didn't make much, I don't think you'll ever be at where you at right now. I'm gonna be honest. If she didn't make much, she would not be at where she at right now.
She was still going viral, I doubt either she or her label could care less. This EP was enough for the machine to be willing to pour more money into her career, and she would really hit it big with her next single, Boy's a Liar, catching another viral
That ain't her song. That ain't her song. It was catchy.
TikTok song, and further pushing her image into the public eye. And if you needed any more evidence that Ice Spice was playing the game correctly, she would get a shout out and even a feature on a Taylor Swift song called Karma, which in the
Man, I don't even know how she got in contact with this woman. I don't know how she got in contact with this woman. The white devil herself.
Music industry is like getting LeBron to back you and say you're a great player who he wants.
Man, this is exactly what this is. But Kyrie is good, so that's kind of like disrespectful. Kyrie is good on his own. Ice Spice is terrible, so that's a terrible comparison.
On his team.
I feel like this is D'Angelo Russell.
The two seemingly became friendly. Taylor Swift said that she was always listening to Ice Spice's music apparently, and she was even with
That gotta be cap. Ain't no way.
her at the Super Bowl doing very weird things with her hands, and it really did seem like Ice Spice would.
Man, she's summoning demons and got a cross on her neck. It's crazy. She's summoning demons that got a cross on her neck. Is crazy.
With her hands, and it really did seem like Ice Spice would solidify herself with the release of the massive Barbie movie last year, as her second song with Nicki Minaj would be synonymous with this Barbie resurgence. This hit actually made her the first rapper to release 4 songs that reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the very same year, which is very hard for me to wrap my head around when we've had artists like Drake, Eminem, Lil Wayne, Akon.
Charleston White was lying on saying greatest soldier is Taylor Swift. You trying to give me snipe. Stop putting that woman and Satan in the same words.
And DMX, amongst many others who have been absolute superstars over the years. Either way, 2023 was a great year for the ginger rapper.
They have you declaring her as the artist perfectly poised to have a breakthrough year in 2023. You feel like this is your time, this is your year?
For sure.
But 2024 so far has not been as kind to her, and it has me looking at her career through the same lens that I see someone like DaBaby, just 2 individuals who struck lightning in a bottle, who had their own unique sounds, and went super viral, and then super mainstream for about a year or 2, and then once that newness kind of wears off, every song kind of starts to sound the same, and when aided by a little bit of controversy, they start to fall off. Now, in the name of continuing her fast food music run, she would come out with a rather prophetic lead single for her debut album, Y2K, Thank You the Shit.
DaBaby ain't that bad though. DaBaby not bad. He can actually rap. I think his problem was he was making it too much of the same beats. He should have got a different producer or something. Man, that fart song, that had to have been one of the worst ones she's ever made in her life. Ever published in her life.
Was a perfect way to kick off this album. Thank you the shit, bitch. You not even a fart. Yes, that is the
That was a crazy bar.
Chorus to this masterpiece. And this was actually a diss towards fellow female rapper Lotto, as the two had been sending subliminal shots at each other for the last year. Talk about a joke of a song that many people likely had to approve before it came out. She actually has a ton of bars over the years about pooping. I'm the shit. I'm that bitch. I'm Miss Poopy. I'm Miss Poopy, but I never smell.
Hell, these is crazy bars.
An artist's debut album is definitely something that could make or break their career, and with her using this as the lead single, that led to this album selling a modest 28,000 copies. Which, let's be honest, 28,000 is not that bad for an artist of her caliber.
It ain't, nah. I'm gonna be honest, if she was booming last year, this is terrible. This is terrible. She was booming last year, she should have did at least like 80K.
But with the backing of a major record label, and the fact that she was technically selling this album on pre-order for over 10 months before it would even come out, and then when you package that information with all this bullshit bundles artists can now count as sales once again, you'll see that the 28,000 number is very inflated. Can you guys imagine getting this shit on vinyl? Jesus Christ. The other thing is that year over year, Ice Spice has lost over 50% of her monthly listeners on Spotify, while producing her
Yeah, 50. Jeez.
Debut album in the process, meaning her old songs are now cooling off, and her new songs are not hitting like the old ones. In fact, she doesn't even look happy in her natural habitat of twerking anymore. And now with this latest feud that she has found herself in, she is losing followers
50,
and fans.
bro. 50% just gone like that.
At a massive rate. And it all really started when she decided to take a rapper named Cleo Trappa on tour with her. Basically, this Cleo person would come forward and say that Ice Spice treated her.
Whoa, I thought this was her best friend. Why are you saying it like she wasn't just in the last music video that he just put on?
Like shit during the duration of this tour.
Nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity.
The two of them had apparently been industry friends for the last couple of years, but it sounds like the extent of their relationship was mainly public appearances.
They only knew each other for 2 years? Oh, I thought they was like best friends. Like they knew each other way longer than that. But then that makes more sense.
And content creation.
It's like every time she's like inviting me out, because we never chilled on some like chill shit, bro. Like it was never like just some chill. It was always like in the blogs the next day and the song is dropping too. So
it was marketed like that?
Like, this girl kind of uses me for her rollouts.
She was set to open for Ice Spice, but was actually only offered this opportunity one day before the tour began, claiming that the reason Ice Spice invited her to come perform in the first place had to do with her trying to rebrand her image to make it look a certain way.
So, the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever brought me up on stage.
And despite worries about the last minute invite, Ice Spice insisted that everything would be taken care of, from her travel accommodations like food and a place to stay, to her actual performances. Keep in mind, this was a strenuous, unpaid opportunity that would take months of her life. Now obviously, when someone goes on tour and opens up for another artist, it is usually a great chance for them to gain a ton of fans and exposure. So oftentimes the bigger artists will recruit someone who makes similar music to them, or at least someone who can capture a similar fan base. Like back in the day, I saw Logic and Big Sean open up for Kid Cudi, and it was amazing because I knew all three artists, and so did most of the crowd. So I'm sure Cleo saw this as a big opportunity, but apparently once she would go on the tour, the mistreatment would begin. For example, she claims that she would often be sent on stage before the show was even advertised to start, meaning she was performing to an
Nigga, what? What? I don't think that was Ice Spice's decision. She went through the plan, but I don't think that was her decision. Like her whole, like she just thought of that whole plan. I ain't gonna lie, Ice Spice kind of slow, a little bit slow. But somebody got Ice on lock. I don't know who it is, but they're good marketers.
An empty venue.
Online says the show starts at 8. It would even say 9 sometimes. And guess what time I was going on? 7:30.
Yeah.
7:45.
Yep.
I was going on before the show starts. So that was kind of weird in itself.
Now apparently this was only the tip of the iceberg on this shitty situation. She claims that she had one day to prepare for the tour.
Literally one day. So I'm just like, what do I have to pay for? Nothing. You're gonna be with me. You're good. You're gonna be with me.
She wasn't allowed to bring anyone with her, and that she wasn't even listed on the lineup. And basically it sounds like she felt like she was being treated as a second-class citizen, not having a dressing room, not having a hotel room to sleep in, and not being included in team meals while on the road.
And we just sitting on the bus. We just like, yo, like, can somebody come with us to McDonald's? Like, nobody want to walk there by themselves. We fake want a man with us. They like, oh, that's mad far. Like, nah, like, word, there's a desert, it's scary. I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything about food still. Come to find out, everybody ate.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Can you believe that? Everybody ate. Guess what? They all went to a steakhouse.
Basically, it sounds like she was not part of the plan at all, and that by the end of the tour, it felt like she had overstayed her welcome. Remember, she wasn't even getting paid, and she even claims that while she was performing, her debit card was used to buy designer items behind her back, and it really just seems like the opportunity
Her card was being used.
not worth the stress, nor the time or the effort that she was putting in, and that the opportunities she was missing out on to be there were far greater than what this had all turned into. On top of that, Ice Spice apparently stopped talking to her at all right in the middle of this tour, and basically outside of a stylist that she made friends with, she was pretty much on her own.
I didn't have a room. I was told I was going to be with her, but I didn't have a room. No room for me backstage at all. I was in her dressing room. I didn't have no writer. I was with her. I was so confused. Like, you're not being my friend, so I'm going to make more friends. Like, girl, it's like she wanted me to be miserable and alone, and it just didn't happen because that's not what God had planned for me, boo.
As some of you may know or probably don't know, I am a personal stylist, and I was hired as a backup stylist for Ice Spice Tour. And when I say everything that Cleo was saying is dead ass true, is dead ass. The first thing that caught me off guard was when I first made it there, okay, I get with Spice, and me and her cool as hell, so we just be regularly talking about shit. I see she type got an attitude, so I asked her like, what's up, like you good type shit, like, you know, filling her out. She like, oh yeah, I'm cool, woo, woo. It's just Cleo black ass doing too much.
This is crazy. Does she make niggas get orange hair? I don't know what he got going on.
Damn, hold up. So now I get back in the room with Ice. She on FaceTime with Riot. She letting him know like, yeah, she doing too much. She blowing my scale. She was like, bitches gotta go. They asking for too much. Woo,
What?
Bitches acting broke. Like, I'm really tired of her black ass. And I'm like, damn,
This
like,
is
why does
crazy.
she keep saying this? Like, what?
Racially motivated. I don't know what. That is crazy.
Guys, it's not rare for an opener to get less than preferential treatment while on tour with a bigger act, and you do hear a lot of stories about openers not even spending any time at all around the main act despite them being on tour together for months. But granted, this was apparently her friend, who she allegedly begged last minute to do this with her.
I took a step back and just made the opportunity what I could make it. But it wasn't genuine at all. Nothing that you do is genuine. Everything is calculated. Like I said, I was the token black friend. You didn't have your other best friend around because you said that she didn't match your aesthetic. Like, there's something very wrong with somebody that is only friends with somebody for their aesthetic. Look how you talking to me like you was never even my friend, bro. She's just like, bro, this is why you never gonna be anywhere. This is why you never gonna get nowhere.
Man, that's a demon worshiper right there. Man, what?
If I was a careerless bum, why would you even bring me on tour?
Lastly, she would claim that Ice Spice has sold her soul.
Everybody hold hands.
Man, this was mad funny.
Hold hands, hold hands. Lord, thank you so much for bringing this amazing group together right now with amazing stream and our amazing teams, Lord. We are all from the same place, and we are all trying to get to the same place, which is the top. And we all want to experience different things in our lives.
Man, this right here is crazy.
So thank you so much for bringing all of us together, and I pray that you allow us to grow on other people.
Like, why are you doing all this? You don't do this during prayers.
Each other, and pray that you allow us to any measures in this life. Watch over us daily. You bless us. You allow us to bless other people with our work and our amazing craft, and you help us enjoy this night. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Man.
She would also share this text message exchange they had where she expressed her frustrations after the tour.
Notice how all this happened after Taylor. I mean, she thought she knew Taylor Swift. She thought she was finna go up somewhere.
And Ice Spice pretty much just replies in these messages that none of that was her fault and that it wasn't that deep. Later, she would even respond to these claims on a Twitter space where she had this to say.
Y'all put in laughing faces. Y'all know this is not funny. Bitch, you not gonna tell the people how we was at an Italian restaurant and you ate so much food, you fucking vacuum, that the server was like, where did the food go? Like, stop it right now. You talking about she ain't let me to the back of her room on her tour bus. She had this big ass room. Bitch, can I play with my one time?
Yo.
Now this made people even more upset, and they called out Ice Spice's hypocrisy for clowning this
Vacuum
woman
is
for
crazy. Man, the sister got Eve. She did.
Eating a lot, when many speculate that she's been off that Ozempic weight loss program. And the speculation actually got so strong that
she lost all her aura doing this. She lost all the aura doing this. She lost all her aura doing this. Man, I seen this. I was like, she looked like a naked mole rat. She looked like a naked mole rat. She lost all her aura.
she's been off that Ozempic
minus 10 billion aura points
weight loss program, and the speculation actually got so strong that she released this like workout weightlifting video that really didn't prove anything. People also claim that she basically is someone who thinks that her shit don't stink and that she has way too big of an ego.
Nigga said Ichigo after he lost his Soul Reaper powers.
For how volatile her career is at this point. I mean, honestly, I didn't think this was like the biggest deal in the world or really like cancel worthy, but with most of her fans being women, they aren't going to like the whole Mean Girl shit, especially when it feels like she was punching down here on someone who was supposed to be her friend, someone who she invited to come perform on this tour for free. I don't know, to me, if I'm her manager, we aren't releasing any more albums, just the occasional single trying to go viral.
Yeah, bro, I need singles. Don't make no more albums
on TikTok. And honestly, the primary focus shouldn't even be on rap anymore. Like, I think she has to transition into an influencer or an IG model or an OF girl or some shit like that.
Nah, don't do OF. I would, if anything, I'll prefer her to do like IG, maybe TikTok, something to just like clear her name.
Because to me, the curtains on her music career are closing pretty damn fast. But I do want to know what you guys think about Ice Spice. I want to know what you think about her career. I've yet to meet like a big Ice Spice stan in my life, but I'm sure they're out there. But either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching.
She gotta go back to making singles.